Okay, so now we're live, and this is well, you talk. I'm just the AB guy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 4 o'clock live painting. We're having a little bit of difficulty with the camera, so if you lose me during this painting session, because it's weird with the internet today, just click back on the page and we'll still be here. We'll just restart. Anyway, welcome. I do a 4 o'clock live painting every day. My name is Theresa Artigas, and during the time that we've been at home, I decided to take my art on a live adventure. My husband and I own a portrait studio on the Jersey Shore, and we have been closed for a while, but we're open now. We're very excited. And I'm still going to continue my 4 o'clock painting. So I do portraits. We do portraits of families and children, and also paintings of scenics, like you see up here. And also scenics, people, not just scenics, but this is Nancy. She's a gardener. She loved to do gardening. So if you're interested to have me create something for you, we have a special at the top of the post today, that if you have like a cell phone picture or something from your childhood, or something like means something to you and you want to turn it into a piece of art, just click on the link and find out about the special. So today I was wondering what I was going to paint. Every day I pick something to paint, and sometimes it takes me a couple days so that you can see the progression. And I wanted to go very loose and impressionistic, kind of very free and not so detailed. I like to go that route, and it's my goal. So it's always my goal, but sometimes I get very detailed. So I'm always trying to grow and push myself in new directions and try different techniques. So I'll be trying the palette. I'll be using the palette knife today along with some brushes. So welcome.
And where'd you get this photo? This is from when we were in Florida?
Yeah, this is in Florida, and this is actually, it's from the painting I did the other day of Anastasia Park. We're definitely live, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is Anastasia Park, and it was just some beautiful flowers that happened to catch my attention as we were walking by the pathway, and I just loved it. Printed it out from just a cell phone picture. You don't need a picture. Sometimes just a cell phone picture, because I'm making a painting, so it doesn't matter, and I can do what I want with it. So I'm going to start getting my colors down. So what I normally do is I'll put the background in first, and I'm working with acrylics. So I'll put that in, and then it's drying. So the colors that I see are obviously different shades of green, grays, and browns. And then this area will be like palette knife stuff. And then we'll get to the flowers, probably not today, but because it won't be dry enough to do that. So let me start by saying, let's get some color. I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail now.
Oh, she's getting serious. And if you noticed, we scraped down her palette board.
No.
No. Look how clean it is.
I didn't scrape
oh,
it.
it's beautiful.
Wait, here's the old one.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. Maybe I should frame that.
I think so. It's very modernistic.
Yeah.
No,
I had a new one. Mike thought we were going to scrape it. And I said, oh, wait, no, I have another one. So. Save
me the trouble.
Yeah. I can go off on my phone for that, because I just want to see we're live on my phone, too. All right, so I'm going to start putting down some colors, which is going to be some greens and browns and blacks, and then I'm going to blend them to what I see up there. So I'm going to go with an olive green and just a regular sap green. Oops, look at that. I'm going to miss. Let's put that over there. Let's not waste it. Look at that. I'll take it with the palette knife. There. so I'm gonna add a little bit of black. I'm gonna do it this way so that it doesn't squirt on me this time. And a little bit of brown. And a little bit of cadmium yellow, which will lighten up the green a little bit when I want it to be lighter.
Cadmium yellow.
Yep. I also have this one over here.
That's a big elbow.
See the warm? This is a very warm yellow. It's like more of like an orange, and this one is.
Yes, we can see.
This is cadmium yellow light.
Light.
So cadmium yellow, light. So I'm going to not put my paintbrush in my coffee today. This is the big goal of the day. I have my water over here, and I have my coffee over here, which I'm waiting for Mr. Dan to come on and tell me how to pronounce this properly. But we went many years ago, we went to, and I don't know if I'm mangling this. How do we say it? Cafe Mon...
What? Cafe what?
You tell me. Cafe Mondu?
Where do you see the M in front of the D?
I mean,
Cafe.
Dumond. Cafe Dumond. I'm sorry. Anyway, it was amazing.
Have some more coffee. I think you get it.
This was, I got this because I have a fascination with mugs.
Yes,
Anybody who knows me personally knows that I have a crazy fascination with mugs. Wherever I go, I have to have a mug.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the beignets were amazing here, and maybe one day we'll get back there and have a nice coffee and a beignet in New Orleans. So, okay, so we're gonna go into this now, and I'll use my new Bob Ross brush.
All right. God, I love the Bob Ross brush.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit of black in with my green. And right now I'm just putting in colors, background colors. And I'm going to come back with more colors and just add on top of it. So you call this like the foundation. I need a little gray in there too because gray is coming. Oops, a little bit of gray. All right, let's put it over there. It's a big brush. So just getting in the color right now. And then we'll build on top of that. Darker areas here. I got lighter areas. Oops. Take a little bit of yellow. My goal is to stay very loose with this. Let's see if I can do that. Sometimes when you see something and you want to paint it, you have a vision in your head of how you want to paint it, and getting the technique the way you want it is the challenge of kind of like what you see in your head. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't literally want to paint it exactly like I see it. I'm just adding some yellow now in here for the lighter areas. Add a little more yellow. Oops. I gotta fix this so it's straighter for me. And we're done. A little more yellow. Yeah, there we go.
What happened there?
This is not straight, so it comes undone because I'm being a brute.
You are being a brute. You're beating the snot out of that canvas.
Hold on.
And then you blame it on the poor easel.
Well, I want it to be. This is a little off. That's
Look how nice this palette board is.
I know, it's so nice and clean today,
Look at
right?
that.
Very clean.
Mm.
So, all right, back to this. I guess if I continue to paint fast, then I don't have enough time to think about it. Does that make sense?
Yes, because you're trying to be more impressionistic. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying with this one, so we'll see how that goes. Let's get a little gray in here. Gray and brown.
Faster.
Don't say that. More gray. Gray and brown. A little more gray up here. Doing the sides now because some of them I've gotten all done. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the sides. No, I forgot.
Sounds like you're beating a drum. You're smacking it so hard.
I know, I need more gray. Sorry. A little more gray. I'm thinking about in the next few days
Oh boy.
to do.
Do I know about this?
Yeah, we
No.
printed it out.
What?
Your cousin's friend
My cousin's friend.
he's a beautiful nature photographer.
Oh, yeah.
The flamingos. He took a beautiful portrait of these flamingos somewhere in Florida. Actually, I have them right here. And I said, oh, I'd love to paint this. So this is what I'm thinking of painting soon. And I'm very excited. But I want to draw it out, sketch it out first on the canvas. And actually, I think it's going to be on something long like that. Like a 20-inch will be, because it's very,
Yeah,
it lands for that.
At the top. I think you need more.
Yeah, so that's going to be coming down the road. So keep an eye out on the 4 o'clock live paint.
And then next week, we're also going to go outside, weather permitting.
Yeah.
We're going to be at the ShopRite and Wall.
What? You're funny.
I don't know.
No.
Oh. There's a beautiful tree there in the parking lot.
Let's go underneath here just a little bit. I will get in here once this is dry with the palette knife and add some more texture to it. But this is just kind of, as I keep saying, just the foundation, one piece at a time. And then we have a little bit of green, pops in here. And eventually I'll take a little tiny brush maybe and just make all those little wisps of all those kind of like, I guess they're like twigs. They look like twigs, right?
Well, like dead flower stems.
Yeah. I'm doing brown and gray right now. Does sound like a drum,
It does.
right?
Yeah. Asher, what key is that? The canvas in?
I know.
Like a good C.
I just want to get the bottom of this side. Watch my head. Sorry about that.
Oop, nothing but hair. It's
Sorry.
okay. That's all right. Your hair.
Temporary. Just want to get over here and get the sides.
Let me go
before I
this
forget.
side.
Let's see. We got a dark area right here. Right there.
That's great. I don't recall a canvas ever. This one's stretched really tight or something? I don't understand.
No, maybe it's my new brush.
I think it's the Bob Ross brush.
Maybe.
It's singing to you, honey.
Maybe. Music of the brush. How's that?
Oh boy. Let's not say that.
I'm almost done here. Ooh, there's a lot of black there.
There was a lot of black.
That was an oops. See what happens when you're live? You get a real oops. Okay, let's go over the oops. Shouldn't matter, right? Okay. we're almost done with this, and then we'll move on to something else with a different brush. But I can't do the flowers in here today until I know that it's dry. But I'll be doing some other things with another couple brushes. I just want to get the little bit of color up in here. Okay, so if you kind of go back, sometimes I can put enough on there. I got to get a little bit, a couple of spots here. Okay, whoa, isn't it pretty? It's a whole lot of just colors. So, oh, a piece coming out here. I'm just doing a little bit of gray here and there. Gray and brown, actually, mixed. That sounds so funny. I want to get a little more brown and gray over here. I don't want to mix it too much with the green because the green is still tacky, so I gotta be careful. So weird, right? Let's do a little more gray over here. Okay. A little bit of green up here where I missed a spot. Okay, so that I'm pretty happy with. Let's do a little bit of light green, adding yellow and green up here. And a little more yellow and green down here, just to give a little bit of variety. A little yellow over here. And a little bit right there. It's a light spot. Okay. So that takes care of that. Make sure I'm good over here and over here. Yep. Hair come once in a while. Hair will come out of there. All right. I'm just gonna wash off this brush. So there's my foundation of like the background, and just so you know my thought process of preparing. Oops. There's a big brush to get wet. Okay. So I'm gonna squeeze. I'm gonna come back to that because I gotta wash that a little bit better, but okay, so there's the drawing. I'm gonna do a little bit with maybe a brush that I'm looking for here. Yeah, my big brush here. And let's see. I'm gonna mix some greens and yellows together. And this is kind of warm. So I'm going to do like a yellow here, and I'm going to go for an olive green and see how that looks together. Okay, if I don't like it, then I'll remix it and use the other green, but I think that's what I want. Kind of want a little bit of a dry brush. I don't want it to be wet and gloppy, and I'm not putting a lot on there. Yeah, let's see how that works out. This looks like a pretty color. Again, staying very loose. And they're kind of going every which way, right? Mm-hmm. No rhyme or reason of they're just growing towards the sun. I really want to get detailed, right? I'm looking at it going, oh, maybe I'll do the edge of this and that. But no, I think I'll stay. I'm just adding a little bit of green up here. I know, it's so weird. Sorry for the noise. Because it's actually on a stretched piece, so it's got like it's not on a board. Sometimes I'll paint on a board, and sometimes, you know, like right on the board that what's not a stretched canvas. Paint on a lot of different things, really. But this one just happens to be very tight. It's kind of cool. Okay. Alright, so let's get in and now see if I can do something with... Not ready for the flowers yet, because if I start putting the flowers in there and it's wet, my yellows and my reds and everything are going to start getting all yucky with my greens, and I don't want that. But I do want to lighten that area up a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of tad of white. Just a tad. Did you lose it?
No, it went over there, and then let's look over there. And
Oh boy.
guess I'm trying to be fancy, and I failed.
I'm trying to be fancy. So we actually were at the studio today, and we were talking to a lot of people.
We sure
and
were.
we were we met with some actual clients for the first time in months, which was really nice. And we're booking portraits because people are so excited to have family portraits now. We've all been together for so long. That it's kind of like a celebration of family, how much it really means to us. So we're gearing up for the family portraits now. We're starting a lot of them outdoors. I'm very excited. I'm just adding a little bit of white in here, just to give it a little bit of highlight. As you see, it's slowly coming to life, right? Can you
Slowly,
see it?
yes.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
You can see it.
I can see it.
You are funny. Okay, so. Green in there. Okay, so let's kind of leave that be for now. How are we on time? Are we good? You guys are going to have to come back tomorrow because I'm not getting to the little flowers today. So you're going to have to come back tomorrow and watch.
Bunch of tease.
Well, I can't put them in there today because it's still wet. It gives everybody a reason to come back at 4 o'clock.
Yes.
I'm going to put this brush over here. And get out my palette knife. Isn't that cool looking? It's a little dirty, but it's
It is a
cool
bit
looking.
too. I wasn't going to say that.
So now I want to
You're a better assistant.
put some
cleaning
stems
materials.
in and some, there's all this gray dead pieces of sticks and twigs and up here. I'm going to put all that in because I feel like that's a good area to start. So I'm going to do gray and brown because that's what I see when I look at that. Grays and browns. I even see a little bit of black in there, but for the most part, grays and brown. When I get into the stems, these look like, that's like a pinky red, but this has like a burnt sienna, has a reddish to it.
I was going to say umber.
No, burnt umber's different. See, this has got, I'm going to darken it down a little bit, but it's a little, probably mix the two. Okay, so where's my brown? There it is. So if you're here, say hi. We'd love to hear from you. Are you guys all excited that we're finally slowly getting back on track here in our beautiful state of New Jersey? We went to the beach the other day. It was beautiful. I saw a whale.
We saw a whale.
We saw a whale.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a whale.
Mascon Beach.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It was breaching, but all I heard, you know, while we were gone, I heard about the whale that flipped that boat. It's pretty wild. Right now, I'm just gonna throw in some sticks because they're going every which way. Let's go a little bit lighter. It's so weird, like, you think I'd be used to someone over my shoulder after months of doing these 4 o'clock lives, right? But it's like so weird when somebody's like right over your shoulder with the camera. I really want this to be thicker. It's very not thick. Maybe a little white to it too. Lighten it up a little bit in some areas. So you have light branches, dark branches. What's today? Thursday? Yeah. A little more white. Lighten it up a little bit. How are we on time?
3 minutes.
You're kidding. Time flies. It really does. How crazy how fast it flies. Tomorrow will be a lot more progress because once it's dry, then I can put in those flowers, and that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna, all these little just twigs going every which way. A little more brown. It slowly comes together, inch by inch. I just keep going back and forth between the grays and the whites, browns, blacks. A little more brown. It still sounds like a drum, right?
It does.
So weird. A little more white. I do have a little bit down here too. Oops. Sometimes I have enough on there. Hold on. Bird sienna, where are you? Is this the one I want? Burnt umber. Burnt umber is a little more reddish. Burnt umber, burnt sienna. I'll use a little of that tomorrow. white. Looks like a mess at the moment, doesn't it? I promise it'll be something.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like this. And eventually this will look like this.
Well, if they've been watching, they know that I'll get there. Some take me longer than others, depending on the scene. Actually, we have to give one of the paintings to the people that I painted. When we were in Florida, we didn't get a chance to give Tim. So we have to do that next. Okay. Oh, and then I still have the special one that I'm going to be doing that somebody
What do you want to do there?
commissioned me. I don't know. Soon, though. I've been working on it. So we need to...
You let me know. I can let her know.
Yeah. I've been working on it because I've been working on a lot of things. I'm not just doing one thing. I'm doing like 5 things because, you know, I can never do just one thing. I guess that's the life of an artist. You just can't just focus on one thing. I got a couple. All right. Woo! Look at all those lines.
It's a lot of twigs.
It's a lot of twigs and sticks, but I promise it will be something coming up soon. I'm going to stop here for today and continue on this journey tomorrow. And I hope that you come back and join me. If you would love me to paint something and make a piece of art for you from a photograph or something that you have that means something to you, I would be excited to do that. There's a link you can click on to learn more about that at the top. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow at 4 o'clock.